I'm Sandra LaFlamme with eXp Realty, and I'm a real realtor. I really have farm experience. I do work with service dogs, and we serve veterans 12 months a year. And in doing so, everything that we teach a dog, chickens have such a high food drive and can be taught quicker. So my friends who are out on the farm, Jill Cheney, Amy Rafferty, thank you so much for sending me chicken wreaths idea this year. And they're my pets. In Sarasota, you can have 4 hens, no roosters, and that way it's egg production and happiness in my backyard. So if you tune in to me personally live, you'll see every once in a while, like last week, I had a contractor who had machinery that was digging up a tree. So I'm very familiar with construction, and I will this is a rock hen, and she was hatched at a friend of mine's house and hand fed as a baby. So she's really used to being held. I'm gonna let her back out in the yard. I'll talk to you in a minute. Rocky's a talker, and sometimes she just sits right outside the window as I'm talking and speaking to you. So I'm Sandra LaFlamme with eXp Realty, and we are a cloud-based brokerage, and we have an office right here in Siesta Key. So I'm a real agent. I've been serving this community for over 20 years. And with that level of experience and understanding of technology and business nowadays, I want to make sure you have an opportunity to get used to my face and my voice, giving you information that's real data. And the real data this week is in Sarasota and Manatee County. We had in the last 7 days another week where we had almost 500 closings. I can bring up the NMLS right now and tell you, as this live report is coming, exactly what that data set looks like. I normally like to do it on Monday at 8:30 or Friday at 8:30. And because of all the uncertainty in the market, none of the mortgage brokers were available to get back on a Zoom call with me. So now at this time, I'll pull up the MLS information. And we are always looking to have specific data secure reporting. And every 2 years, we take a class so that we have the data points in there. And I won't be giving information from the tax record. There are transactions that do not appear in the MLS. We've had a great number of them in the last 90 days, but they do show up in the tax record. So if you're looking for information for all of the transactions, then messenger me, and I will have the ability to pull in the tax information and everything that's with the MLS. So in Sarasota County, and it is 9:39. In the last 7 days, we had exactly in Sarasota County 342 closings. In Sarasota County, as far as towns, when you click and ask any questions about Sarasota County, that edge is right at Lakewood Ranch Boulevard that comes down and becomes University Parkway. That's the edge of the county, and many of you get into the area by flying into Sarasota Airport. That technically is in Manatee County, and still with a zip code and address that says Sarasota, and that goes beyond Talabas. There's a couple of data points that are hard to keep track of. If you're a new realtor in this market, or you're new to this market, you realize there's a county line we actually have a city property and then a Sarasota area. The city of Sarasota itself is it's not even 100,000 people. That when it goes to the larger area that includes the zip code and on the address Sarasota, it's much larger. And then when you get into Manatee County, that's Bradenton and Lakewood Ranch, most of Lakewood Ranch. We're building a whole new section on the Sarasota County side. So keeping track of all of this means a really refined amount of questioning that takes on my part, or any top-notch agent on my team is going to be able to, what neighborhood and what amenity do you want to be close to, friends, family, and that particular job, which is 95% of our buyers right now, where we know from the mortgage brokers, they're pulling tax returns, pay stubs, and with the jobs in Sarasota and Manatee County, we're seeing a great amount of robust activity. And in Sarasota County, of those 342 closings, I will now click on a couple of things, one of which will be, I'll click on single family home. I'll come back into the picture. 235 single-family homes in the last 7 days we had a closing, which meant as far as buyer activity normally is, they are looking at least 90 days before they even contact a realtor. And how that happens now is on the internet, and has for many, many years. And even with my tools, I can actually see what time they're clicking. And it gives me an idea of when to call them back, and when to be speaking to them. Are they better from text or email? Because the folks who are getting here are actually working, and I need to communicate with them the way that's easy for them. But many people are clicking on this area 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, midnight, and when those closings happen, these reports I've been doing every week since the beginning of the year. These data points have been very, very consistent. I don't see it slowing down. It's actually speeding up just a little bit. And in average price point, hopefully I'll come back to that. I'll make sure that I do the average median price point in the county overall. Well, you know, I'll also click and tell you who the high and low price is on this. Single family home, high price, was $6.8 million on Siesta Key, 8330 Sanderling. Sanderling is one of these neighborhoods on Siesta Key. Now, I've been in this area serving it for quite a long time, so I know all these neighborhoods. And Sanderling is so special because it has its own beach access, Gulf frontage, and it has acreage around the homes. There are many homes that, if you saw these pictures, that very much, they look like they could be a hotel. Just amazing living space. We have a nice dynamic in the Sanderling. It's gated and it has a guard, and it is a private road. And in the Sanderling, there's a nice mix of styles of home. You have Mediterranean, modern, contemporary, and even Key West in there. And I can even tell you that this is a nice data point to know about a marketplace right now. This home is only on the market 90 days. In the past 15 years, a home of that caliber may have been on the market as much as a year. We would have counseled them. It could be out there for 2 years because we're competing with different areas. And some of the areas we're not competing with anymore have fewer jobs, fewer amenities, and fewer facilities to offer what the people are moving in there. Our hospital facilities in this area are spectacular. We have Children's St. John's, which is a division, Children's is a division of St. John's. We have Sarasota Memorial Hospital, we have Venice Hospital, Manatee, and we also have Lakewood Ranch. And, okay. So that went under contract within 90 days, and it was, almost a half a year from the time they put it under contract to the time that they closed this week, which can very well happen at that price point when somebody has got to sell a home of that caliber in another part of the country. But that was only within the last 100 days. And you know, as these reports come out every week, for me, if you're part of the group that gets these weekly email reports, you'll know these data points I'm tracking along really strongly to tell you about the market so that you can make decisions about Sarasota and Manatee County. I'll come back now to Manatee County. We had 159 single-family home sales, and let's see. Sometimes I had to clear out that data point to get it to come back again. Okay, we had a total of 253 closings in the last 7 days in Manatee County. Wow, almost 700. Okay, so we got a lot of activity in the last 7 days that went back 90 to 120 days. People making decisions, like I just spoke about the home in the Sandra LaFlamme. Even longer than that, as our price points go up. You know, there are people that learn about our market 2 years ago, 5 years ago, because they had great experience with our hospital systems. It's not just the amenities of having 5 islands and 35 miles of a beach that is not gated. And of those 5 islands, we have 7 bridges. So we're not hemmed in of having one long bridge to get to 20 miles of island. So as much as 30% in some of these islands near the bridge access are folks that are holding down jobs, working in the hospital, they can be working construction, or they can be working in any of the other industries that we have here. Tropicana has a large presence here, Sun Hydraulics, Turvis Tumbler, PGT Windows, Chris Crap. If you go past any of the boat sales locations, we might just have one boat left that's a very robust sales point for our area, because you have marinas that can't be shut down from the standpoint of they have free access already set up in our park system where you can just get your boat and go, and it wasn't gated. It is patrolled, all our park systems are, but because there's so much open space and open availability that everyone is taking advantage of that they're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Well, when I take time off, me and the family, we're going out on a boat or we're going out to the beach. So the high price in Manatee County, drum roll, let's see, was it out on Anna Marie? It was, okay, only $1.7 million, and it was in Waterleaf Golf and Country Club. Waterleaf Golf and Country Club is a water access community that's in a safe harbor section of the Intercoastal. And at that point of the Intercoastal, if you look on your fishing and tide maps, it's called the Bradenton River. So Waterleaf has this amazing country club that's done a good job keeping track of their fees, keeping track of their courses. And because where it is, we have new bridge access that gets you over the backside of the Bradenton River or the Intercoastal. Now it has an access point not just on coming across on 64, 70, but Waterleaf. Now if you go the back way and cut across the Bradenton River, you can come in on 301. So as a area that was developed, how old is this property? 2007, so the land purchase and development of that happened and was finished mostly before the bubble happened. That their land cost was very reasonable. It has a lot of land. Waterleaf has so much space in between. If you choose a villa, a condo, single family home, or in this case, a much larger structure that is 9,000 square feet. So that's enough room for your friends and family and your closest 100 people, 100 friends to come visit, and no one's bumping into each other. I bet they had at least 6 or 7 bathrooms, yes. So the nice thing about some of these homes, it lends in nicely to what we understand. That's another benefit to this area. And that is you visited Sarasota or Manatee County because of friends or family. And now you're coming back for the job because you're close to friends and family. Relationship is the #1 ranking that we're seeing, along with having that job, of why people are making these moves and transfers. And I've been doing a lot of it, especially since the beginning of the year, of people deciding, well, I want to move and be close to family. That's a reason why people would relocate out of the area. We do have a fair number of federal workers that, given the choice, as soon as they could, got out of town, got out of the Northeast and came here to their second home, and now they see that they very well will spend the rest of their career working remotely, and they're going to stay here. So we have a lot of people who are benefiting and making great decisions, and the amount of space that you have in the Sarasota Manatee area, like Waterleaf Country Club, if you have anything going on where you want boating, this is one of the premier neighborhoods to check out at any price point, because it has beautiful condos there. I've moved a number of people that had gotten to Florida, had a great single family home on a corner lot, and then they realized, well, you know, I want to spend so much more of my time enjoying the outdoors instead of mowing my yard. Waterleaf was on our sites for Manatee County because their fee structure is so reasonable. It is gated and guarded, but they do such a good job taking care of their grounds. It's not required to be a golfer there, although the beautiful nature of that golf course allows you to have all that extra space, and every direction that you look when you're in Waterleaf is a beautiful vista, and there's walking trails where you can go to the water, even if you don't live on the water. Walking trails where you go through the conservation area. So it's also settled in what we like in Florida is lots of nature, birding, and all the beautiful things that come along with birding. So I will pull up some data points now for the median price point in Manatee County and Sarasota County. We've been tracking along with that. And since we're already in Manatee County, I'll just okay. In the last 12 months, Manatee County, with all these swings that we have going on, has brought in a 5.1% increase in value in the last 12 months. In the last 30 days, 0.41%. And the average price now, the median, sorry, not average, the median sales price is $293,820. So we are hovering and staying right up around that $300,000 price point for median sales in Manatee County. Of course, I just gave you the 2 high sales in those counties, and we're coming back to the conversation about where the pocket of most of the transactions are going on because of the people with jobs and qualifying at that level. And I'll bring up Sarasota County. Sarasota County average price in the last 12 months has changed and increased 4.7%. And in the last 30 days, 0.5%. That's a big percentage change in value in 30 days. And in the last 12 months, the average, well, okay, right now, updated October 31st. I got to start looking at when they update these data points, because the report I'm telling you is also including, it's a realtor option that I have in reporting to you, the tax transfers. So we know on, there are a number of people who have decided to sell the home themselves and mask up and glove up and go through all the things that they go through. And those tax transfers will show up, everything does. And in that median sales price is $290,650. So that includes everything that the builders have done, everything that for sale by owners have done, and everything that has occurred in the MLS. So in the marketplace, I can help you if you are a seller get up to 18% more than you can working with somebody with traditional methods. But Cash Offers Florida, CashOffersFL.com, or if you go and type Cash Offers Florida, that'll take you to the website where I can give you that opportunity to, within 72 hours, up to 3 to 4 cash offers based on after repair value of your home. So if there's any repairs, you and I are going to qualify and talk, and I'm going to disclose to you, these are all cash buyers that are only working with me at EXP and our team of almost 40 agents in this area, serving everywhere up to Ellington down to Inglewood. And that is the disclosure that they are not putting a convenience fee on you. Any of the other companies out there, there's a convenience fee. Well, it's also leaving you maybe having a gap of talking to a professional who can help disclose to you all of the opportunities and give you that choice right now. So no showings, no staging, no fixing. No fixing, no staging, no showings. No fixing, no staging, no showings. And with that disclosure, what I provide for you is the opportunity to decide for yourself what the marketplace has to offer for you. CashOffersFlorida.com, or you can go to SandraLaFlamme.com and get there as well. So the median sales price in Sarasota County was $290,650. And in knowing the numbers every week, as a realtor who's been serving this community and been involved in moving families for over 20 years, I will discuss with you what it is for your motivation and your opportunity so you can take advantage of that information and make it relevant for you. So if you're watching this for the first time, there's all sorts of feeds there with information, including, don't forget that if you're working as hard as the rest of us, which I know you are, then the happiness coach that was on with me a week and a half ago recommended play as much as you work, and then take 3 to 5 moments a day for brain breaks. And that is not involving another person, not involving a credit card or food or alcohol. That happiness very well can be just dancing and singing, and find that music that puts that dance in your step, and remember to take that happiness break. And I am going to be one of those realtors that help you stay in the pocket of making great decisions with real information and a real team that can work with you and get to where you want to get going. So you can messenger me. You can go to CashOffersFlorida.com, SandraLaFlamme.com. Of course, as always, you'll see on any of the website, any of our business telephone numbers, and I'm available to answer questions. And it's easy for me to be on these live feeds because speaking to you live means that data integrity, years of experience, I know my neighborhoods, and I'm looking forward to helping you individually meet your goals. I'm Sandra LaFlamme with EXP, and if you're just tuning in, you missed out on the chicken. And because I do train service dogs, well, I actually run a foundation with my husband, and we're coming up on Veterans Day. Just to emulate that we have a great working dog, I'll turn the camera around so you'll see that they're lying still and quiet no matter what's going on in the backyard. And there is a fair number of construction projects going on in my backyard, as you may have seen before. I'll put them on the camera real quick and then I'll say goodbye. Thank you for your time today. That is Allie. Good. Chance. Sleepy cowgirl. Hi, cowgirl. Have a great Friday. Great talking to you. Thanks for tuning in. And let's stay in touch. I'll help you any way I can. I got a great team that'll be available if I'm not immediately available. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.